So we're live. Let's see if I can share it a few places. All right. We're live. Man, it's trying to rain out there. Give me some batteries charging for my trail truck. I'll stop in and say hello. Let me know you're here. I got my trailer in a mess. I got tools scattered everywhere. We'll talk about the race we had at On Track Raceway. Oh boy, I didn't plug my computer up. Hadn't done a live in a while. It's been busy. This whole deal without the warehouse changed things as far as the YouTube channel goes for sure. This is all my stuff I took in the house to work on the truck. Put it all up. Hopefully some people are waking up about now. Comes the rain. Not what I needed. Actually, this thing here. Let's see it there. That can't. I did redid all the wiring on the lights on my truck. I took it all in the house to do it, so I got all my crap scattered everywhere. Heat gun included. Y'all say hello when you come in. Let me know you're here. We'll talk about whatever. We'll work on my two-wheel drive a little bit. We just went down and raced an On Track. It was really fun. Had this Wi-Fi controller for the Hobby Wing out, checking some settings, my data log, and see how hot the motor got and whatnot. It did really good. I didn't think it was supposed to rain. I'm going to get out and work on my trail some today. Right now, working on the diff. There's a little bit of wear on the diff that I don't like. and ran some carpet. This thing is still super clean. I'm going to share this a few more places. Locked up. Jeez. Can't share it anywhere if it's locked up. Weird. There we go. Wrong thing. Share your groups. There we go. I shared it probably too many places. Maybe a couple people join in. Scale out because I weighed the car. I had to do it a piece at a time and just add it up. Y'all say hello when you come in. We'll chat it up. I'll figure out a way to machine this off. Hadn't been on here in a while. Hadn't had a lot of time, to be honest with you. Been playing a lot out there and working on my truck. I hadn't done a whole lot of updates on my truck. I hadn't had a lot of response out of it on the channel like I thought I would, but I'm gonna mess with it here in a little while. Today I'm planning on working on the trail. I got a bunch of pallet wood from work. I'm gonna make some stuff on the trail if this rain will stop. Oh, how about got my hair cut back into a mullet? Pit chick loves that. It was becoming a problem with safety at work. And the biggest problem was I couldn't make it. For one, I couldn't make it look worth the crap. Second of all, I got my hair caught in the creeper a few times. That was pretty nasty. So I had to let it go. They were starting to be some comments in safety meetings about long hair, and I was the one looked at every time, so I had to do something about it. So right now I'm working on my diff in my two-wheel drive, HB two-wheel drive buggy. Put the associated, I don't know what you call these things, the diff height here, to put the aluminum associated pieces in there because it's a little more stable and it makes the rear end sit correctly, I guess you'd say. So after doing so, I don't know if it tightens it up just a fuzz, but can't really see. But around the edges of the diff, there's a little wear mark there. That's where I think the bearing sits in it a little to the inside or something. Well, regardless, the outer race of the bearing is rubbing. So what I'm going to attempt to do is chuck this up in the drill somehow and take the Dremel and just kind of like machine it a little bit. I don't know what else to do. I don't have a little lathe to put it on. Here comes the rain. I was enjoying the door open, but I might have to close it here. Question is, I might as well go ahead and take this apart. Question is, how am I going to chuck this up in the drill? Y'all come in and say hello. Ask any questions you might have. And we'll talk about the race I just went to at On Track. We'll talk about the crawler, trail truck, whatever you want to call it. Been having a blast with it. I changed the front bumper, painted it black like the new generation 4Runner. And I printed this little Toyota emblem. Silver. See if you can see it. Toyota. I'll try to glue that on somehow. That's going to be kind of tricky because I'm going to put glue on just the tiniest little spot. But first, I'm going to get this diff fixed so I can put my buggy back together. Ran stock 17.5 the first time. That was an experience. I really like it. I never, ever thought I consider myself a stock buggy guy. But what I liked about it is, well, for one, they usually only run stock there. So I had been preparing it for that. And then this Sean Harding race came up, Snap Hard race. And they decided to run mod. And I spent so much time and money getting it ready for stock. I was like, I'm just going to run stock. I would have had to buy another motor because I fried my other motor, 7.5 motor. All I had left was a 5.5. Well, I've got an old Trinity 10.5 I could have used, which would have been plenty for that track, but I wasn't interested in that. I really enjoyed gosh, the thing won't let go. I really enjoyed the stock. That's because you can run it punch the whole time. Like I was running the car wide open and it's fast, you know. I thought motor temps were going to be a problem. I've got a fan on the motor. It never went above 145 and I geared it up. I thought it was a 32 tooth, but it's actually 31. So 70, 31, that was all the gear I had to put in it. And it did just fine. All right, let's see how can we chuck this up? I need something just right. I can use my homemade tire jig. I think that'll work just fine. You know how people buy these bits to sand the tire down. I made one. My old job, I had the machine shop bore me a hole. I gotta put something in there though. We made one out of a 8mm bolt. So I got 12mm on the end of it. Well, you can't really see it because I got that on there, but need to find something. Zach, I doubt I'm going to P&B. I've discovered that I just hadn't been having fun at those big races. So I'm going to keep it more of a local thing, I think. On track was really fun. Columbus was really fun. I need some kind of spacer. So I don't know if I may go to some of those big races, but not many. Kind of talked about AMS, but it's according to how they do the format. Flowwood next week? Nah, I'm broke right now. I spent all my money and been having to help my daughter out for a while, so our money is kind of tight at the moment. It's always tight, but right now it's exceptionally tight. See, I got this chucked up in the drill. I'm gonna spin it and hit it with a Dremel, see what happens. My disc out my glasses. Yeah, not pretty. Problem here is I can't get it lined up square. This is just kind of a rig. Now I gotta try to make it look better. Let's see. There's a lot of slop in that. This could have been machined a little better, I think. This is pretty much just polishing it. It does have a little bit of a taper on it now. Second loser. Yep, that's what it was. It was fast. Just couldn't catch a break the whole day. I'm working on my diff. I had a little bit of, I was talking earlier, there's a little bit of wear. It's rubbing the bearing. I'm using associated aluminum, whatever you call these things that hold the diff in place. And there's a little bit of wear where the bearing sticks, touches the outside. So I'm kind of halfway machining it off. My car is really good. I didn't really change much. The only thing I changed was move the weight forward. You can see that. Oh yeah, I thought I drove really good. It's just the traffic I was having a problem with. I made a few mistakes, but the traffic was definitely an issue for me. I caught the bad end of the stick on that one. A couple of stupid mistakes like always, but I thought I did okay my first time. The car was so good I didn't want to make any changes to it. There was enough time, there I spent so much time breaking tires in, there wasn't no time for testing. That's a good thing it was good as it was, I guess. Because it took a minute to get 2 sets of tires broke in. I ended up using my older set and not using the new set, but I did get them broke in. Normally split the fast guys and slow ones. Yeah, that would have helped, but it was still cool. It was all good. I didn't mind it. Sorry about that. Yeah, 4-wheel drive brakes in faster, I'm sure. What are you running your diff in 2-wheel drive, Anthony? Thought about trying thicker fluid in the diff, but it's a little, like I say, it was a little too late to be trying stuff like that. I didn't want to screw it up, make it worse. What diff? What fluid do you run in the diff in 2-wheel drive? I had 7,000 in mine, 2-gear set up. And I told I told David after the race, that nobody ever teched us. I should have cheated. It's not like me to cheat, but could have. I kept going over that scale. I should have asked how to turn that scale on. Never could. I weighed it here. My little B scale just put a piece on at a time and added it up. It was 2540. Oh, so 7,000. Okay. Only reason I put 7,000 is I'd never messed with a gear diff on a 2-wheel drive before. Devon said he was starting with 7, and I said, well, that sounds like a good idea. So I think between 7 and 10 was what we were thinking. I started to mess with sway bars, 4 gears and 10K. Interesting. 4 gears because it's thicker fluid, I guess. I was kind of leery about the HB diff. I had some issues with it leaking, so I've been playing around with that, and the way they make it with no shim on top of the O-ring, it'll break the O-ring. So bought some shims, didn't work. Tried it with the stock O-ring. I didn't have any stock O-rings. It turns out if you buy the replacement O-rings, which is the O-ring number in the book, honor system, yeah. It'll be the new ones you order are actually a tiny bit smaller, and with that O-ring I ordered, which is half a millimeter thick or so, it seemed to work fine. So one thing I didn't want to take it apart. I said I was going. Wasn't leaking, oozing fluid out the side or anything. So if I take this apart, I'm gonna find it leaking and being a mess. So I just left it in there. I was having too much fun to get frustrated. So I had a great time. I really appreciate the place. I wish it was closer. I'd be there every time the doors open. One thing I'd like to try is moving the battery a little more forward. I got a little more room. I had to get a little creative on how to do my mounts, but I think I can move the battery a little forward. I can get about another 1/4 inch out of it. I got to do some work to it anyway. On the wiring goes under the battery. This little tape I got holding it down is not working. get that from? I don't know. So like I said, I'm going to get done with this, put this car back together and get it out of the way, have it ready to go again. I mean, that car it's so fun to drive when the car is good. They gave you an A O-ring. Now, the O-ring that comes in it is orange, and the part number on the exploded view, I thought it would be the same O-ring. It's different. It's the same dimensions according to them, but it is a tiny bit thinner O-ring. Works out good. I bought a pack of those. I'm about to lose a shim here. Bought a pack of those tiny shims. I don't remember what they're from McMaster car or whatever. They're not I bought some. Oh, the pit chick is up. I don't know how long this is gonna last. I told her I was gonna be doing a live. If I do it late enough to where people are up, it usually runs in about this time she wakes up and she wants me inside. So I got a 3D printer, no excuses. No excuses for what? I can't make O-rings and shims. I'm talking about 0.5 millimeter thick. But yeah, I can't wait to get back down there, honestly. Let's see what I can do. Everybody, Devon, Dave, and all them are going to Columbus today to run the Royal Regional race. I couldn't swing that one just yet. That place is going to be so packed. I don't know how they're going to fit that many people. Maybe they got more pit area or something right now. I don't know. Oh, battery mounts. Yeah, you're right. The thing is, I don't know if I can pick this up without falling apart. This battery mount, I drilled a hole here and it's moved to the very last of it. So there's 2 holes there I can use. I may have to, print a different piece. I kind of like these carbon pieces, but yeah, I'm gonna come up with something. This worked pretty good, but it can be a little better. I've got I have to move my transponder. I got my transponder right there in front of the battery. I've got room to come another 1/4 inch farther forward. I got all the electronics crammed forward except for the. Wait a minute. All except for my transponder. I got my little cover. I had my programmer thing plugged in here. It's got oil all over it. I put that back. I don't want any of the carpet fuzz getting in there. I usually have these little things in there to. Somebody raising hell on a motorcycle already this morning. Usually I'm worried about dirt and stuff getting in there. Don't have to do that now. Yeah, I used to have it on top of my servo. But remember, I did this. I set this wiring up so clean. I didn't want to put it on top of the servo. So I put it down there just because it had room. I hear that motorcycle. It sounds pretty rowdy. It's either on the side of it may go on the side of the speed control or on top of the servo may be my only choice. I don't want to put it on the side of the receiver. Never really had a car with a clean wiring setup. I spent a lot of time doing that. I didn't get the transponder quite as clean as I wanted because I was doing it at the track. Man, that guy's raising hell out there. Function over fashion. Yeah, I get it. I do like it. I like it to look clean. Hope this works. I think it will. I can see light under where the bearing was touching. Especially like you said, function over fashion. See how that thing looks like hell, but good thing is you don't see that. I've got an AE ball diff for now. HB hadn't come up with a ball diff yet. Kind of hoping they update this diff. This thing could be machined a little better, as well as the O-ring setup is not right. I mean, you can get it right. It's just like anything else in RC. Some things you got to massage a little bit to get it the way you want it. The deal with the O-ring, shoot, I'm getting ahead of myself here. I don't know if I can do it this way. I didn't put the pin in. I'm gonna try it. I do this sometimes when I'm doing a live. I'm sitting there working. I'm not concentrating enough. Getting old, I can't concentrate on too many things at once anymore. Here's the question, Willis. Yeah, I've got a brand new AE diff that I hadn't put together yet. Um, I went in there. I'm saving it for just for Columbus, I guess. I don't know that a gear wouldn't work. I want to get down there enough times to try it out, try a gear diff out and a ball diff. Last time I went was the first time I run the car. After the fire, we got it back together. First run out there, the outdrive popped out of that O-ring. That's when I learned. I'd heard about that, and not done anything, but just to get through the race, I borrowed an AE ball diff from Devon. He had to spare everything. So first weekend in April. Yeah, you told me that. I've already put my request into Lisa. I think first week. What's the date? I asked that because I've got a colonoscopy scheduled the 14th, I think, and I'm off that Thursday and Friday. So if everything goes right, I should be well enough to come down. This, I believe, I gotta get another tube of oil here. Boom. This thing's so tiny. April 1st and 2nd. Okay. Well, let me talk it over with her. I'd like to come. It's a first and second, so it's a Saturday and Sunday. Or that's the one where you said it's on road one day and off road the next. I better text her and see how she is. Some kind of notification. Sunday off road. Awesome. That's that'll work out good for me. They are revving the hell out there. That motorcycle out the frame. Sounds like an old Honda. Like I say, I'm working on my trail today. I'll get my truck here. Got my truck all ready to go. The thing about these is, the tires always look dirty unless you just clean them to get them dirty again. It's worse than off-road racing as far as that goes, because as soon as you drive it, they're dirty. I'll probably get this thing back together and go in there and spend a little time with her before I get started on my trail work. I'm gonna make a bridge. I got this one log that the truck has trouble going over, and I kind of want to make some like crazy obstacles and stuff. So I'm gonna make a teetering bridge with some spaced out wood that's kind of hard to get over, but A little easier than this tree I'm trying to drive over. Then I'm gonna make a swinging bridge to go over the water. Find an on-road car. That'd be fun. I guess the question would be what I can talk her into. There may be trying to use the going to the beach house on Saturday and spending time down there as leverage. Oh, the crawler, yeah. Let me grab it again. I've done a lot of stuff. That's why I hadn't been doing too many lives or videos and stuff, because I've been running my printer steady. I don't know if you can see, but I got my guy in there. I got the lights set up where I can turn the lights on from the radio. I got brake lights and reverse and parking lights, and this light bar is the stupidest, brightest thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna have to once I get an ESC with a BEC adjustment, I can turn it down to 6 volts. It'll be a lot better. If it's 7.4 and it's so bright you can't look at it for sure. Now I got the rock lights in there. I printed inner fenders. I got these tires. These are J Concept. I forget what the name of the tire is. Landmines. These things made the biggest difference. For one, the wheel is a little wider and it's all aluminum, so it's heavy. And the tire has so much better grip than the stock ones. Stock ones weren't bad, but they're nothing like these. This thing, it crawls in all kinds of stuff now. So the only problem I got now, my next big purchase is servo. The stock servo sucks. I took the servo out of one of my spare race car servos, which says it's 350 something, 400 something ounce inches of torque, whatever, and it ain't worth a flip. So I'm gonna buy I was gonna buy a Holmes Hobbies that's got the independent power. That's like 1,000 ounce inches of torque, but I've got a credit coming from A-Main, and the only one they have that does the independent power, so you can run at 11 volts, is the Reef 777. That's probably what I'm going to buy. Looks pretty badass. So it should be plenty. It's funny, these things don't have the bearing on the side. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Saturday will be practice in the evening for off-road. Okay, well, I can work that out. I assume the layout will still be the same. That layout was super fun. It did a really good job of that. Except for that stupid pole. I finally got it pretty good, but you see in the main, I hit it on the first lap. That really put me behind trying to catch up. That was pretty frustrating. Yeah, Sean says, you got plenty of time, Hammer. No, don't. You can't make any mistakes from Brian out there. He's fast and don't screw up that much. Well, I say he doesn't. I also much slower than him. I wasn't around him that much. Anybody else come in here? We got 5 whole people on here. Y'all say hello. Y'all don't be scared to talk. Okay, it'll be all right. I kind of like that layout, and for one, if it was still the same, I wouldn't need as much practice to figure it out. It'll be all right, whatever it is. What it is. What's the weight supposed to be? Isn't it like 24 or 50 or something like that? I looked it up. I can't remember. Whatever mine was, I think it was about 70 grams high, which I don't know. There's only so many things I can do to make it lighter. I think it ran so cool, I could probably do without the motor fan. That thing's probably pretty heavy. Scared one way? What's that mean? I ain't scared. Scared. I'm coming to have fun down there. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to lose. But that was a very fun track. How in the hell did I do this? How? Dang. Sway bar gets in the way. Oh yeah, you're right. Too much money. Well, and the HB car is kind of got a few heavy parts on it. It's got a lot of aluminum in it, but some places it's well, I added these aluminum pieces here for one thing, but I think it really helped. I think it's kind of necessary in my mind. I won't be changing another one. This is a little tricky to do with all this stuff hooked up. Now we're two. I never get that many. People get bored quick, easy. Oh, I'm putting these backwards. These always look like they go the other way. What position do you run your diff in your AE car? Mine is up high. Did that at Columbus when I was having traction roll issues. If I could get 4 or 5 on here to start sending super chats and super stickers, that kind of thing, I'd do it more often. Usually when I have a live or something I'm talking about, David Sawyer always sends me a super chat, which is just donates money pretty much. He's a baller. Mark Santa Maria, I watch him. Man, people are sending him super chat, super thanks, super stickers, like the whole time, like money just rolling in, like good, nice. Unreal. I've only had a couple people do it at all. Up, yeah. So, yeah, I learned that. Well, two things that Chris Van Air told me to do that at when I was at Columbus. He was helping me out a lot, and I was having traction roll issues, but that helped a lot. Something else I did helped a lot. Oh, gluing the sidewalls of the front tires. But the biggest problem is I was running green tires. They needed aqua. They're a little too soft, so too much grip. So aqua apparently is the ticket. So it looks like we're getting there now. So I can put my. You seen this craze about the upside down shocks? A lot of people doing that now. We'll try that at some point. Just cause. You broke your HRC, me too. That's one thing about a couple of things about the stock. I like that because if you don't go crazy, the cost is a little better, especially if you're running on that carpet like that. It's easy on parts. Tires last longer. I like it. And then now crawler, on the other hand, hadn't cost me much of nothing because I print all the parts, most of them, and that's been pretty cool. Tires, tires last on those, So you're talking about? I guess you're talking about the upside down shocks. I don't think I'm gonna try that right now. You put the standoff on the bottom. I think it'll work. This car's already got a long stud on the bottom for mounting the bottom of the shock to the arm. I think I need a longer one though. Yeah. I guess you could run a screw in that way. Let's just mount it up, see what it looks like. Oh wow, it's looks like I'd have to use a front shock standoff because it's shorter. Because see the shock sits way off at the top, so I could put a front. They see the front shock standoffs are real short. I think I could put one of them on the back, move the bottom back some. Geez, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll come down the next time. I'll have all the stuff to try it. Running a just stock ESC Phantom motor and a battery with a Savox 1258. I've got the XR10. I bought the XR10 because Well, for one, because I set my other one on fire, and I bought the XR10 with the 17.5 combo so I could change it to a mod motor if I wanted to. So I'll still got to buy me still got to buy something for the wheeler if it ever comes. Also, I'm gonna need E&C a motor for the trail truck at some point. I'm gonna buy that Hobby Wing 2-in-1 deal. That's pretty neat. It's got the ESC built into the motor. I really like that. This one's not bad for what I do. I just screwing around, but it can be better. Servo's the biggest thing. This servo is not cutting it. It just stalls. Like you go to turn, sometimes it just don't. It don't make a noise or nothing. It just sits there. You see, I got my sauce stands. I got two because this is not SXT Baja. This is I bought the SXT Baja at Hobbytown, but I bought some kind of gold stuff that's for the 8 scale when I was at SIC. It's pretty potent. Anyway, I made that one. This is the first one I made. It sits a little lower. I made this one so it sits in a little tighter, and I cut the top points off so it's easier to get the bottle in and out. It turned out pretty neat. That's the first thing I made with the CAD program. So same combo in 4-wheel drive and was faster than the mod guys in qualifying. Yeah. I seen that. It just stock's pretty cheap too. If I ran down there, if I lived down there or near that track where you run stock all the time, there's no reason to buy any other one, I don't guess. It's cheaper. I wish I would have still had my wheeler when we were down there. My wheeler was always good, no matter where I took it. I'd like to try it there. Cool thing is, I just bought me a new. It's raining outside. I bought me a new nice raincoat, so when I go out there, I don't have to worry about it. Looks cooler than the square holder. Oh yeah, thank you. I had to make something, and I was just fooling around. I'd been fooling around with that CAD program a little bit, so I said, "Well, let me try it." And I said, I wonder what kind of other shape is. There's a section on there called regular shapes. There's all kind of squares and triangles and tubes and circles and that kind of thing. So I saw that star on there. I was like, well, let me see. I played around with it. You can just like take a cylinder, you bring it on there, and you can do what they call make it a hole, and you slide the cylinder down in there where you want it, and you group it together. When you click on it, it makes a hole in the part. So like if you wanted to make a hole all the way through it, you just extend it out and go through it. It's pretty neat. I started a day or so ago messing with the rear bumper for the crawler. Right now the rear bumper's got 2 gas tank holders on there, and they make one that's got a gas tank holder on one side and a spare tire on the other. And I want one of those, but I had to buy the file. And I said, well, I wonder if I can make it. So I've already taken cut out the gas tank area, and I just got to make 3 stands and a spot to mount it and a place to mount it to the body. I'm gonna put a thing with a spare tire on there just for the heck of it, just to say I made something like that. So I actually took a file that I bought and started modifying it. Or I could probably make it from scratch, just take a lot more time. So I gave Devon my other body to paint since he's local. Let him try it out. Been telling him I'd let him try it, so see what he can do with my paint job. Cool thing about the Wheeler is it looks like the old paint job will work. All right, so this thing's ready to go again. Ready to rock. So that's gonna fall. I got my, I used some carbon tape for my chassis protector. I thought I was gonna have to buy some more because I didn't have any more. I've got a ton of it in the garage that Lisa found. That was good. Tires look great, man. I'm really happy with how the tires do there. That was when I first started and trying to get broke in. I was like, man, I thought I was gonna have to do that over and over. But once it got broke in better and you could just start wiping it off with the sauce, I liked it. All right, I'll mess with this thing. Let's see here. I want to get my little Toyota emblem on here. I showed you earlier this tiny little Toyota emblem I printed. I'm trying to put it on the front bumper. I can figure out how to glue it. Front bumper's kind of taking a beating. Not sure how I'm gonna do this. I have no idea what I did with my glue. There it is. Some Gorilla Glue, I guess. Find something to put it on, man. He's a little too big. No spot for the track yet. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to buy my own land to do it. I haven't been trying too hard because I really don't want to have to depend on and use somebody else's land. Sorry, I'm trying to glue this. Bear with me. About that to go check on old pit chick. All right, so trying to put this Toyota logo on there without making a mess. Don't know how I'm gonna do it, to be honest with you. I think I can grab the Y. Shoot, not good. Luckily, it landed on the non-glued side. I was trying to stick my finger. Hey, it worked. That turned out all right. I don't know how long it'll stay on there. It may get knocked off and hit something, but let's see. I'll show you what it looks like. See the Toyota emblem I put in there? The new trucks have the old ones that this part right here was white, would have been white. So I noticed the new ones, they changed to that black with the Toyota written on it. The old ones, if you notice, when you look at the 4Runner, it has that part is painted and there's a little indentation and it's got the Toyota symbol up in the grill. Tell her I said, hey, and miss seeing her last weekend. I'm out. Well, see, yeah, I told her, she asked who I'll ask about her. She always does that when she doesn't go. And I said, Big Wheeler asked about you. So she's flattered when people ask where she is, so she'll get a kick out of that. I missed having her. She's going through a lot with a daughter right now, trying to help her out, stressing out a lot more than she should. One thing about working on this thing, my bench stays dirtier. I have to clean it more. I think I'm gonna go clean my tires for the first time. Usually these tires get dirty. Throw here in novice class. That'd be fun. You know what? The slash class would be fun. It's not necessarily spec slash, I don't guess, because the tires are one thing, but we ran that spec slash. I could get some tires for that thing and let her run it. She's not interested. I've asked her. I've asked her several times. She says she don't want to race. I'm okay. It would be fun though. One thing I'm gonna do. A lot of people add all that brass stuff in the hubs and whatnot. But the way this thing's made and the skid plates and everything, I can add a bunch of just lead wheel weights I got over here in there for free and accomplish pretty much the same thing. I'm going to do that probably today too. So I got to load up on my Simple Green. Oh, wait a minute. I remember. I got a funnel. Harbor Freight for the win. No way I would have poured that in there without spilling it. I spilled it all over my chair. So these J Concepts landmines, fantastic. These wheels are some Endura beadlocks from Amazon. They're pretty badass. I like them. They're all aluminum, so they kind of weight. And they got about 4,000 screws holding them together. All right, I guess I'm gonna shut this down. I expect a few more people to be on here. I'm gonna end it and go in there and take care of her and get to work on my crawling track. See ya.